is a video that I kind of hesitated to make. I know I'm going to get reamed for this. I know Jeep Nation here on YouTube is just, they're strong. Not just YouTube, but all over the internet too. So whether you're seeing this on YouTube or Facebook or wherever you're seeing this video, I know the Jeep community is, they're tough. They're good. I mean, it's good, but it's just, if I say anything bad, I know I'm gonna get reamed. But, you know, I'm being honest, that's what I do. That's what this channel is all about. I drive and review cars. And there are some things about this 2018 Jeep Wrangler that I don't like. Not a lot, I gotta be honest. This is pretty cool overall. And yeah, so in this video we're going to talk about all those things that could be better in my mind. And I know I'm going to get reamed for it, but here we go. Okay, well, first thing, I am 10 minutes into this Jeep and I am looking for a USB port for my iPhone and I don't see anything. I've been looking all over the dashboard. I've been looking in here in my crushed map. I see some 12-volt outlets, but I am not seeing USB, which is kind of what I need, or my iPhone's going to die, which is kind of a bummer. Okay, if I'm being honest here, I have to say that the interior of this thing is a little bit too plush for my liking, considering what this thing is. I mean, it's really nice. It's a nice interior. Don't get me wrong, but it's a Jeep. It's an off-road machine, you know? I expected something a little bit more raw, a little bit more rugged, but it's kind of hard for me to decide whether or not I don't like it or I like it, but I think I'm going to go with don't like it, but I actually kind of do. This is cool. It's sensory overload at the moment. The interior of this thing is just, it's raw, it's rugged, it's cool, but maybe just a little bit out of place for what this Jeep really is and what it's supposed to be. Okay, being super nitpicky again, if we're talking about things that I don't like about the 2018 Jeep Wrangler, it's got to be driving it on 2-lane mountain roads like this. It's very top heavy. You just kind of have to roll into it and it'll get out of shape on you real fast, which is especially scary when you look over there and it's just nothing but pure drop off. Oh, slow down, Scott. What's especially more dangerous is when you've got corners like this, when you're in a Jeep and you've got a GoPro in your face, and then you've also got a cyclist coming up right here around a blind corner. Got to see around everything. Okay, no problem. So yeah, it's a handful. I'm not hating it though. I still want one of these things. It's cool as hell. It's just a real handful around these corners. So that's another thing I don't like about the Jeep. I look like a dork getting in and out of it. I still like it though. I still love it. You can probably see me going around like this. I mean, I'm trying to fight this thing to keep it straight. There's a crosswind, 20 miles an hour, and it's pushing this thing around pretty good. So I gotta say, that is something I don't like. I can live with it though. I can live with it. Guys, don't kill me. I know it's a Jeep. It's high. It's supposed to be pushed around in the wind. But I'm just saying. Okay, so there's something else I discovered that I don't like as I'm going up this mountain. I've got my hands at about 9 and 3 here, and as I go around the corners, it just feels like the best position to get a handle on this Jeep and to make it, you know, I don't know, just to hold on to it so it doesn't get out of shape. But the problem is these buttons right here. I've got my palms right on those, and I'm gripping the wheel pretty hard, and every time I go around the corner and I get scared and I clench up a little bit, I hit these buttons and I have no idea what I'm doing. Just because I don't know the Jeep and I don't know what these buttons are. I know these are cruise and I have no idea what this is. I'm looking at the road right now. I'm not looking at the buttons. But anyway, I'm mashing them and it's a little bit annoying. I mean, even though it's not doing anything, I'm not noticing any, you know, the cruise control isn't turning on or anything, but it's just annoying to having to have them right there and I'm pushing them. And yeah, it just doesn't feel good. Alright, so storage is another thing that I don't like about this Jeep so much. Check this out. There's just not a whole lot going on in here. I got my backpack, which isn't that big, but then with the seats right there, and then this thing here, it's just not good at all. But who buys a Jeep for that kind of stuff anyway, right? Okay, here's something I don't like. I don't know if you can see it right now as I'm going down this hill, but the cover on the gauges, or the covering, is a glossy plastic, which is highly reflective, and it's a little bit hard to see the numbers, and I can't see all the little details on the gauge, and I don't know, it's just, yeah, that's bugging me, especially when I'm trying to focus on driving here and getting around down this mountain. I look down at my gauges, and there's all this reflection, and I can't see, and I know you're probably not seeing very much of that right now, but it's a little bit difficult. Okay, so those of you who saw my last video where I was talking about all the things that I liked about the 2018 Jeep Wrangler, you'll remember when I was talking about how raw it is and how much you have to pay attention, and I thought that was really cool. But, yeah, I do think it's cool, but on the flip side, is that really what you want to be doing as a daily driver? If you live where there's no dirt roads, there's no place to go off-roading, and there's two-lane twisty roads like the road that I'm on right now, this is totally the wrong road for this Jeep, but we're doing it. But anyway, if this is your kind of environment where you live, this may not be the vehicle for you. I mean, even if you live in a big city where it's just all freeways and everything's concrete and it's just high speed, straight, you may not want a vehicle like this where you just have to manhandle every time you drive. I mean, maybe you do, maybe that's your thing. I mean, that's perfectly okay. But when you're spending this much on a vehicle, you just have to ask yourself, is it worth spending that much on something you have to manhandle every day? For some people, yeah, it's cool. But for me, I don't know, and I know I'm going to get reamed for that. Every single comment that I make, I know I'm going to get reamed for, but I'm going to upload this video anyway. Guys, I love this Jeep. Don't hate me. I'm just saying the obvious, and you don't have to kill me for it. Don't forget, I love this Jeep. It's just not perfect. That's all I'm saying. All right, here we go into some off-road action. First time I've driven this Jeep off-road on this trip. I love it. Actually, it's really cool. I mean, the road isn't all that rough. This is a dirt road. They're paving it right now, and it's all torn up, and it's gravel, and this is pretty cool, though. I love the way I want a Jeep. This is cool. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. I hope I didn't come off as sounding too whiny or too nitpicky, but I know some of you are going to think that I did, but I like the Jeep. I want a Jeep. Keep that in mind. If you're thinking about getting one, just get one. These things are rad. I want one.